I'm a hospice doctor. That means I get invited into rooms most people avoid thinking about. Rooms where the calendar stops being a calendar and turns into a countdown. And I need you to hear me before you click away, because there's one regret I hear more than any other. Not money, not the job, not the house. It's always the same thing, said 1,000 different ways. I waited too long. I hear it when the voice is already thin. When the family is standing there trying to be brave and nobody wants to be the first one to cry. I'm 62. I've been doing hospice and palliative care for 27 years. And I have watched the same pattern repeat, quietly, relentlessly. Here's the pattern. People spend their lives believing a small, comfortable lie. 3 words. We have time. We have time. We'll fix it later. We'll talk later. I'll call him next week. I'll apologize when she cools down. We have time. We don't. The most common regret is not, I should have earned more. It's, I should have repaired what was broken while I still had a voice. And they still had ears. It's the unsent message. The unanswered call. The pride that felt so important at 40. And looked so stupid at 74. I'll give you a face to put on this. His name was Ray. Raymond Alvarez, 68. Retired electrician. Big hands. Always had a little grit under his nails like his body never learned how to sit still. He came to us in late January of 2023. Ray wasn't scared of dying. He was angry, not at the cancer, at himself. Because he had one person he hadn't spoken to in 13 years. His son. They'd exploded over something small. Money, timing, words said too sharp in a driveway. And then, silence. 13 years is a long time to stay mad. But it's also the easiest thing in the world. You just keep waking up and not dialing the number. You just keep telling yourself, later. We have time. Ray kept his phone beside him. Screen cracked like a spider web. He'd pick it up, thumb hovering over Ray Jr. in his contacts, and then he'd set it down like the glass was hot. I don't want to beg, he told me. I said, you're not begging, you're repairing. The next day, his breathing got worse. Not dramatic, just more effort for each sentence. His daughter, Jessica, stood there with a sweatshirt hood up, nails bitten raw, watching him like she wanted to freeze time. Ray looked at me and said, Doc, if I call him now, he'll think I'm only doing it because I'm dying. And I told him the truth. He will think that, I said, and he'll still want the call. We made it. Ray didn't do a big speech. He just got honest. He said, Son, it's Dad. I don't know how to start this right. I'm sorry. I miss you. That was it. 3 messy sentences from a man who didn't know how to be soft. On the other end, his son breathed for a long time and then said, I thought you hated me. Ray swallowed like the words hurt going down. I didn't hate you, he said. I was just stubborn. They talked 11 minutes. 11 minutes. 13 years of silence, and it took 11 minutes to start breaking it. Ray died 2 days later. That call didn't save his body, but it changed his last days. He stopped flinching every time the phone buzzed. Jessica stopped looking like she was holding her breath 24 hours a day. Ray died, but he didn't die unfinished. And before you say, okay, but my situation's complicated, let me give you another one. Her name was Denise, 74. COPD, heart failure, and a body that had been tired for a long time. Denise had a younger sister, Sharon, who she hadn't spoken to since 2009. Not because of some huge betrayal, because of a funeral. Their mother's funeral. Denise thought Sharon didn't show up enough. Sharon thought Denise controlled everything. Grief turned into blame. Blame turned into silence. 14 years. Denise told me, I'm not calling her, she knows what she did. And then the night came when Denise couldn't catch her breath without panicking. Her eyes got wide. Her fingers clawed at the blanket like she could pull air out of it. We got her comfortable, but when it settled, she grabbed my wrist and said, Do you have my phone? Her hand was shaking so hard she could barely unlock it. She finally looked at me and whispered, What if she dies before I fix this? That's when the lie broke, not, I'm dying, but she might die too. We called Sharon. It rang and rang. Sharon was at work. Denise left a voicemail. Crooked voice. Short sentences. It's me, she said. I'm sorry, I want my sister back. Denise died the next afternoon. Sharon showed up 2 hours later with her coat still on, mascara smeared, phone in her hand like she'd been running the whole way. She kept saying, I was in a meeting. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And I'm standing there thinking the same thing I always think. This is what later looks like. It looks like two sisters who loved each other, missing each other by hours. Most people don't get that. Most people wait until the body's too tired, until the brain is too foggy, until the words won't come out clean. And then they look at me, the stranger in scrubs, and they say, Can you tell her I love her? And I do. But it's not the same. It never feels the same. You can't outsource the words that belong to you, and that's the regret. It shows up late because life is loud, because you're busy, because your mind tells you comforting stories. She knows. He'll understand. We'll talk when things calm down. We have time. I used to believe it too. I'm not above this. I'm the guy who gives people warnings for a living and still ignored my own. When I was in residency, my older brother Mark lived 3 states away. We weren't estranged, just drifting. You know how it happens. You text on birthdays. You say, we should catch up like it's a real plan. I kept telling myself I'd visit after this rotation, after boards, after I wasn't so tired. We have time. Mark died in a car wreck on a Tuesday. 1 slick curve. 1 moment. I was on shift when my phone lit up, and I remember thinking, I'll call back after I finish this note. I finished the note. I called back. I never got him again. The regret isn't just that he died. It's that my last real conversation with him is a blur, because later stole the ordinary moments. Not the dramatic ones, the ordinary ones. That's what it steals. So let me say the truth as clearly as I can. Most relationships don't break in one explosion. They rot from delay, from later, from being too proud to go first, from being busy in a way that somehow always protects your ego. At the end, people don't miss what they didn't buy. They miss the people they didn't hold on to. They miss the phone calls they didn't make. They miss the apology that would have taken 60 seconds and saved 10 years. Pride is expensive. It charges interest. So what do? I promised you one simple step. Here it is. Pick one person. 1. And send the 3-sentence repair today. Not when you feel brave. Not when you feel perfectly right. Today. The 3 sentences are: 1. I've been thinking about you. 2. I'm sorry for my part. 3. Can we talk for 10 minutes this week? That's it. No essays, no courtroom arguments. 10 minutes. A crack in the wall. And if you're thinking, but they started it. Yes. Maybe they did. And you can be right for the rest of your life. You can win the argument and lose the person. I see people do that all the time. If you're thinking, but what if they reject me? They might. Repair doesn't guarantee reunion, But it does guarantee this. You don't have to carry the poison of "I never tried." You offered peace while you could. That matters. And if the person you need to repair with is already gone, write the letter anyway. Say the words anyway, out loud. Because regret loves silence. Don't feed it. But if they're still here, if their name still lights up your phone, stop treating that like a renewable resource. It isn't. I'm tired of watching people learn this at the last second. I'm tired of hearing, "I thought we had more time." We have time, and then suddenly, we don't. So here's my question to you. Who is the name you keep scrolling past? Who are you waiting to feel ready to talk to? Send the 3 sentences. Set the 10-minute call. Show up. If you want, tell me in the comments who you reached out to. And if you want more straight talk from the side of life most people avoid, subscribe. Don't let later steal the people you love. Not on my watch, not on yours. Who are you calling today?